Hello and welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak II. So in the last episode, we finished Fragments where we fought Harwood, and then after we fought him, he revealed that he was doing it for Ren's sake. He was doing everything to help her, but turns out he was actually working with Ace too, so that wasn't the whole story to it. Ace came out of nowhere, or the Garden Master, and we fought the Grendel. And then after that, he stole all of the Genesis fragments but one. Van was able to get one back. He stole them because Swin tricked us, betrayed us, and ran away with them. Which is unfortunate, and I still can't wrap my head around why or how he came to the conclusion to do that. I don't know how long it's been going on. Did he know Ace was alive the whole time and this has been like a long con kind of thing? Or is this a very recent thing when he saw Ace underground with Nadia? I don't know. I hope we learn about it though. And yeah, I believe that's everything. We know the Genesis are around the city somewhere because the one we have is glowing. So we're basically looking for Swin, Nadia, and the Genesis. Cat? This cat appears to be in distress. Kind of looks like it's searching for something. I'm going to be reading a little bit faster today because we have a lot to do, and I'm very slow. So I'm going to work on not being as slow because we have a lot to do. So I went in here and I got these done. I got 3 stars in both of them so that I could catch people up a little bit. Apparently Leon, Celise, and Chizana gained like no levels. Renee got a little bit, but they're going to have to stay in when I finally do that because they are very far behind. But because of that, I had about 30,000 S tokens, and I went and did this for a while. I got a bunch of these out of the way because of it. And yeah, we're going to max that out.
Let's go!
Hell yeah. And I'm just going to spend these quick. Grim Reaper is my favorite thing ever, and then we'll do that.
I'm getting even stronger.
You get that accuracy and Ifrit raid.
Upgrade complete.
You, Holy Bloom is amazing.
Now I can be even more useful.
Probably my favorite, whatever you call it, move.
I'll be even more precise.
Support move. That's the word. And Frigipane.
Let's sharpen this up a bit.
Okay, you will do Grand Serpent. There we go.
Give it some more firepower.
Let's we'll do that one.
This'll be on a whole other level.
All polished up.
Oh yeah, I forgot she got this move. Right. That impedes? It's single target though, so. Let's max that out. Get 4 in here. This is, I haven't even looked at it. Power A+, it's magic, oh hell yeah. Target circle, and it has delay, okay.
It's better than ever.
Skill performance upgraded.
And then, Cobalt
Skill
Curtain.
performance upgraded. Will this also make it look cuter?
Damn, she's the first one to get this. 1000 HP. Yeah. Yeah,
She's gonna be even stronger.
Oh.
I can protect her now.
You have 11 points? Put? No. Yeah, we're definitely gonna max that one out, but I think Mortal Raid is very strong, and I use Rapid Onslaught a lot. If I get the turn delay down for that, yeah. Because that one costs 0 CP, so. Okay, so we're done with that.
Hey, I've been waiting for you.
What? There are a bunch of things in here, but I'm going to wait to buy
We've
stuff.
got the good stuff.
I got pretty much everything here. Zypha cover, I have 4 of them that I can get. We're going to get Van. I guess we'll just go in order. We'll get more faceplate data later. Nope. that one. I'm pretty sure I know what this song's gonna be. A relaxing time. Decay in the Animal Trail. I don't know what that is. Hide and seek by myself. The decisive point. Stand up again and again. I have no idea what most of those songs are gonna be.
Appreciate your business.
I don't know them by name.
We've got the goods. Appreciate your business. Oh, want to change the music?
This was one, right? From Reverie?
Okay, playing it now.
Okay. This is a pretty common song in that game. I think it plays in most towns, or... I don't know. I can't quite remember.
Okay, playing it now.
All right, well, I'm going to save that one as the main one, but we have... Oh,
Good
you.
choice. Take your time, okay?
Yeah. I kind of love this song, though. I don't think we're going back to Basil in this game. Something about the things that we've gotten, we're missing 2 Mirhen Garten podium things, the thing I'm in front of right now. 2 left in the whole game, according to the achievement list. I think we've been everywhere, except for like maybe the end.
Good choice. That one's a classic.
So that's a little weird. You.
Good choice. That one's a classic.
Wait, I just...
Good choice. That
Oh.
one's a classic.
Oh. Okay. You hear this song quite often. Usually when you're... Yeah, the animal trail. I mean, usually when you're chasing something or looking for info. I don't remember where this plays, but it plays quite often in Reverie. I think. Or is this one? Wait, is that the dollhouse theme? Like, or when you're walking through Rosenberg? No, what's his name? Yeah, it's Rosenberg Studio. I forgot the direct name of it, but I think it plays there. Okay, that is the only one there that's new.
Wonder which one's gonna play.
Right?
Take your time, okay?
And you're new. When is it? Oh, it's this one. Okay. That one plays quite often. Okay, and this is one of the battle themes in Reverie that I couldn't place a location for. I don't actually know where that plays in there. All right, did I listen to this? Oh yeah. No, we have. All right, that's all the new music we got, I think. We're good to go. In the process of doing that, though, I got 66,000 Mira and, well, over 4,000 of every Sepith, so that's pretty great. Papers collected, Sauna visited, X-Chains, and I made Anya's MVP. All right, we're ready to move on. Let's go to Station Street.
Let's head over.
That's just...
Uh-oh. Every shop. Okay. That's a lot of shops.
Right.
I'm not gonna have much money by the end of running around Edith. All right, if I work hard enough, I'll have no choice but to leave business trips to me. I noticed the personnel manager's been eyeing me lately. Hopefully that means I'm close to a promotion. Aw, man, I'd do anything for a vacation. I don't... Kinda sounds... Hasn't she said that for, like, ever?
What have we got?
My name is Conrad, and I'm a mediator for foreign individuals. Recently, some migrant workers, primarily from an impoverished northern region, have gone missing in the capital. I worry that people will cast doubt on my line of work if this continues. If you're interested in hearing me out, I'll be waiting on the department store's roof. Okay. We'll explore there last, then. You know, I've noticed there are more and more people walking around with their heads in their T-phones lately. I bet we're going to start seeing them in all sorts of accidents soon. Maybe we should start a PSA about when you shouldn't be using T-phones. Do you hear that from just a random nether world where people use cell phones in cars for some reason? They always mention things like that just seem like they're very clearly referencing the real world, but they'd have no way to know. They're like, I bet this technology is going to be a hit eventually. But like when we first created the technology, we didn't think it was going to be a hit. We're like, all right, we'll try it for some things. But they like already know because the writers are from Earth. I hope they are. Oh, I hope Mina's all right. I've been having her go alone to her classes lately. Every time I went to pick her up in the beginning, she'd cry and cling to me for hours, but she's been rather calm about it past few days. It has me a little worried, honestly. I mean, why the sudden change? She's not just retreating into herself, is she? I just want to make sure she's adjusting well. Ha! Now you're worried. She probably found friends. Maybe. If only he'd give up on that idea of his. Ilhan's been immersed in this new business venture lately. Something about mobile payments. He's apparently already been in contact with everyone from software developers to financial institutions. It sounds like it'll be quite the complex system. I wonder if he'll have enough time to work for Iota during development.
Got plenty of custom parts.
I can't do anything there. I did buy the driver already from Mirhen. Yeah, nothing new there. I'm scared to like customize and use my Sepith here. I should open Agnes's last slot though. But like, I only have so many. And there's so many characters. And what if I want to buy another attack 3 or strike 3 or something? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until we go through the next floor to do any of that. Ilhan's departure would definitely be a less than ideal situation for us. I mean, we've only just managed to get the good process going. Ilhan's development plans are what keep Iota up and running. I hope he doesn't give it all up for this project. I heard about Ilhan's latest business venture, mobile payments using the T-phone. It sounds so futuristic, so futuristic. It's sure to make everything more convenient, but I can't help thinking getting all the banks to agree will be a challenge in itself. I understand why Carlo's so worried now, but I want to root for Ilhan too.
What would you like? Please
Yep,
stop by again sometime. What
actually,
would you like?
Oh, well, I mean, you might as well have your passport ready here. Look at that. Hell yeah.
Please stop by again sometime.
You too. And perhaps I went a little too wild with my shopping. Oh, but the scenery from the observation deck was so magnificent. It's as if it put me into a trance. Well, it being your 4th time here, I would have assumed the wonderment would have worn off by now. Honestly, mistress, and to think you would even purchase clothing from those lowly fast fashion establishments. Oh, come now. The merchandise may be a bit cheap, but the quality's still there, isn't it? They're perfect for lounging around in. But forget about that. Did you not have some fun as well, Markley? If I'm remembering correctly, you seemed rather intent on watching that one idol performance. And that's not to mention how many acerbic tomato products you bought at the Liberal Boutique. Well, you see, it may have been a little too taken in by such a grand displays of foreign culture. Oh, it's all right, Markley. Far be it from me to judge you for enjoying yourself. I'm simply glad you were able to find something that caught your interest. You have interests? It seems Markley's never stopped wearing his heart on his sleeve. Well, I suppose we have been around the capital for a while now. It's hardly surprising he'd be taken in by its charms. Perhaps I should take the time to enjoy it all with him. I suppose I must have let my guard down. I hope the master doesn't find out. Alright, looks like the payment system's up and running. Now I should be able to send this to the bank with no issue. Wait, maybe I should adjust the programming first? The programming? It seems like he's working on something. He's sending he's making an app to connect people. Wait, what? I thought he was creating a mobile app contract thing. He's making an app? Probably has something to do with one of his businesses. Sounds like he's in his own little world, though. No, my apologies. Are you ready to order? I started a new venture project recently. It's a service for mobile payments. Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay. Everything's been moving along rather smoothly. I just have to make a few adjustments to the system on occasion. The entire process has been interesting beyond measure. Even thinking about it gets me excited. Although I suppose I should start paying more attention to what's in front of me. Yeah, I haven't seen a single dollar bill in years. So this will probably take off, Ilhan. System that replaces physical mirror. As long as you have your T-phone on you, there's no need to carry a wallet around. If I actually manage to get this up and running, it's sure to be a success. But I need to remember to keep up with my work at Iota too.
What can I get for you?
Oh, melon.
Hope it's to
Okay.
your satisfaction.
Halfway. There's Ren. All right, Ren, it's in your hands now. Of course. Let me see if any of my contacts are available. You two sure seem busy. Talking over festival business? Well, since Sasha's here, I assume it has something to do with the sports club. I kind of figured you had already heard the news. You see, the vendor we use for the festival every year told us he wouldn't be able to get us the supplies we need in time. So not only do we have to find a new vendor, but we have to do it by the end of today. Otherwise, nothing will be ready for the festival. Yikes. Sounds like you're in a pretty tight spot. With the festival only 1 month away, huh? Makes sense you'd come to Ren for help. Yeah, I'm probably gonna going on a do not disturb mode for a while. Sorry, I'd like to help you guys out, but don't even worry about it. Arkride Solutions can handle it from here. That's right. We'll do everything we can to bring him back. I'll be counting on you, Anyas. Oh. I should have this job finished by tonight, and that should give me a few hours to go over everything. Thanks for your help, Ren. We'll let you get back to it. I worry you two are gonna run yourselves ragged someday. Just promise me you'll take some breathers, all right? Your body needs rest too. Thank you, Sasha. I'll be sure to. Alright, I think I'm almost done with this report for the seminar. The T-phones made all my source citing so easy. The Institute actually lets me submit assignments by mail, so I'll be living at home for a while yet. As soon as I've finished, I should prioritize writing my essay for the competition. Learning about other fields of research has been quite thrilling. Knew you had more. In order to foster a diverse range of scholarships, the Basel Institute of Science holds an annual essay writing competition for everyone to join. The theme changes every year, but it usually focuses on issues that can be approached from a variety of fields. Thankfully, urban engineering, my field of study, overlaps with a fair number of others. I'm also more than familiar with its related disciplines. The knowledge I've gained academically, the practices I've encountered through personal interest, I'm hoping to put it all to good use. Okay. Hold up. Oh, Elaine is here. Huh. Elaine, get in the main party. I don't know why.
Let's move.
We're playing as Elaine.
I see. And after that, I went over and gave them the of my eyes.
No, we're done here. I don't know, I just remembered where we are, and I'm like, wait, we're going to the Bracer Guild. We can see Elaine, and then, wait, but Elaine is here.
For Golden Calamity. In theaters now.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's a lot of people. Lashguard, how you doing? Sorry you guys had to deal with my mess. I've been doing better with the guild's help, though. Well, anyway, these are some vegetables I got from work. Please take them. And make sure you tell Mr. Jin I said thanks, too. I'm glad to see that Lashkar's doing better. You know, after I confessed to everything, they sent me to the HQ over in Le Mans State. They had me under re-evaluation, just to make sure I was still worthy of becoming a bracer. But until those results come out, they put some restrictions on me. Honestly, I'm a little ashamed about it all, but I understand the precautions. Plus, having Lashkar come by to see me feels like a little reward in itself. Lashkar's always wanted to be a bracer. He even helped out the guild for a while. After what happened a couple of weeks ago, well, I'm just glad to see him back on his feet again. I hope we'll be seeing plenty more of him here at the guild from now on. Lashkar came by to apologize. Again, to apologize. He acts like it's a duty he needs to fulfill. At least the drug seems to have worn off. But feelings are a little more difficult to get rid of, huh? Both the good and bad. Well, as long as Lashkar can find a good way of coping with them, I'm sure he won't have any more problems moving forward. Wow. There's nothing else going on in the Bracer Guild right now. Okay. Alright, we're done here.
It's time for the bus.
You too? Right, you're Greta, you're... I always forget her name. Starts with an L. No, Kopeka. Guess who just got her ticket for the Z1 finals tomorrow? I'm so stoked. I couldn't have done it without you, Kopeka. Seriously, I'm so grateful. Of course, anything to see all those sexy racers, right? You know, I've actually heard we'll be making net reservations for all kinds of things soon. Can you even imagine how convenient that'll be? Greta, you just have to get yourself a T-phone. Sounds almost too good to be true. You're right, I'll start saving up my Mira. Just don't get hacked. I'll lose it all in a minute. Clutch. Phew, I'm beat. I never thought I'd have to travel so much just to find a job. Take yesterday, for example. To apply to only 2 companies, I traveled for 4 hours by bus and then walked for another 6 hours. And then they said... Never mind. Does it usually take so long to get places in Edith? Or maybe it's just me. Oh, right. I bet it was literally right over there. He applied over there, but he traveled halfway across the city to get here instead of, you know, knowing where he's going and just taking a bus down the road. All right.
On the roof of this building, you will find a rest area surrounded by greenery.
I've been seeing Beth around quite often lately, but I have a feeling she's avoiding me. Maybe I spoke a little too harshly to her last year. No, you just spoke the truth. Still, she seems awfully down lately, don't you think? Perhaps there's something I can do to help. Manager Wesley is out at the moment. He's busy investigating the Trian Mall. As I'm sure you can imagine, they're the reason for our drop in sales recently. You know, it's been quite some time since we started working with Ilhan. Perhaps we'll be more successful in our opposition if we join forces.
Let me know if you need anything at all.
Spare ribs. Wait. There we go. Now I have like
Come back anytime.
30 plus of everything. All right. Hey everyone, it's been a while. Ever since that whole mess in Longport, right? I heard you went on a little vacation after. Yep, sure did. Can't say I feel any more rested for it though. Anyway, what have you been up to lately? You doing alright? I wonder. Don't need to be all cryptic, dude. We're just asking about how you're feeling after that match we had. Huh, well, I guess you could say it lifted a weight off my shoulders. After meeting Gao Long and seeing just how much my sister's grown, it really helped put things into perspective for me. So honestly, I think the match was worth it. But you're still not convinced about going back to the Gecko School, right? Well, it's not completely out of the question. That being said, however, I don't intend on giving up on running my own pharmacy anytime soon. And who's to say? Maybe I'll find time to follow both paths eventually. Huh, well, as long as you're happy in the end. Pharmacist, Gecko Master, the choice is all yours, bud.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't see how you couldn't. I've been talking to my family back in Longport recently. They told me something big was going down in Hayaway. Kind of makes me wonder about what's going to happen with the Gecko School. Will it change with the times or stay the same?
What can I get for you today?
I don't know. I don't really care about that whole thing. That is on par with politics to me. I mean, it basically is just politics. It's gangster politics.
Love me a sugar rush.
And it just is not very interesting. That whole route was probably my least favorite part of Act 2. But I liked the end of the route. Well, towards the end, where you got to hang out with Lucrezia. Should I start changing my weapon? Nah. Then I'd have to start training all over again. Elvis, are you listening? We still have to get to our next request.
on the roof of this building, you will find
Yeah, I hear you. I heard you. Just give me a sec, okay? What could he possibly be thinking so hard about?
You are more than welcome to.
Oh, Helene! I heard about what happened over in Nemeth Island. The remnants of the DG cult and the fourth Anguis of the Society. I can't even imagine how crazy that must have been. At least we managed to make it all work out in the end. Although I'm sure that's not the last we'll see of them. Make sure you both remain on your guard. Understood. We should be able to give you more of a hand next time. You're putting the cart before the horse, don't you think? Well, anyway, we'll be sure to keep an eye out. Be safe, you two.
On the roof of this building.
Just how long does Elvis mean to keep me waiting? Anyway, I heard those 2 substitute spriggans of yours went missing. I'll help look into it when I have time, but I'm sure you'll find them soon, Elaine. Why don't we trade info later? Nemeth Island? No, I'd only slow him down if I went. It'd probably be best that I focus on the jobs in front of me for now. Why would anyone need to go back there? Anyway, be safe out there, Elaine. As for you guys, don't do anything crazy, alright? I could say the same to you. Hey, you looking down on me, Spriggan?
Thank you.
Long time no see, Van. Enjoying your time with your assistants again? Heard about how you got into it with ZA recently, and then you were caught up in some disturbance in Longport. By the way, where are your substitute Spriggans? I can't talk about the details right now, but we've been on the lookout for him. Got a feeling things might get rougher from here on out, though. You'll probably be seeing us around more. Sure, as always, I'll have your weapons looking good as new. Still, it might not be very long, but I really liked having Swin and Nadia around. Make sure you bring them back, alright? Of course. They're our friends, after all. It doesn't seem like very much has been going on lately. But to tell the truth, it kind of feels like the calm before the storm. Well, anyway, it's best to be prepared. Let me know if you need anything.
What would you like today? We hope
Ooh.
you enjoy shopping with us.
Obviously, Van. That's 6 art damage. I don't really need that, actually. Aaron? Fairy? Where did Fairy go? Blitzblade. Shit. Definitely you.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
Maybe gonna wait on her for a little bit. I don't want to run out of money this quickly, so. You have no accuracy on. Wow, are all of them using Iskander? Is this an upgrade for everyone? All right, what are you guys currently using? Veiled Moon, Iskander, Algernon. So Veiled Moon, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we'll upgrade that for you. Then we'll give you that.
If you need fresh
I don't want to spend any more money.
You better take good care.
Oh.
If you need something custom made, I got you covered.
Gotta upgrade though.
We invite everyone to come and see for yourselves.
I'll
There
get more
we
good
go.
stuff in stock soon.
There's nothing in there, right? Okay. Well, I suppose I should have expected this. And we've found that some of our customer base has taken to shopping at those new fast fashion stores. Now, of course, we offer a much wider variety to our guests, especially with our ability to procure items from other establishments, but
Gentlemen,
perhaps I should have been more apprehensive of the Trian Mall from the start.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
fresh vegetables and ingredients that are directly
I lose evasion, gain a ton of defense.
groceries.
Oh, and I gain magic evasion.
We invite everyone
Yeah.
to see for yourselves.
Sure. Lose evasion and gain speed. Anyone? Actually, I'm gonna give this to Anyas. Yeah. Everyone else?
Please stop by again!
We'll worry about you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
I will do better. I have a feeling this isn't going to be easy, though. I mean, all I've been focused on is decking myself out so I could attract a husband. How are you not broke now? You just spend all day
Should you need a break,
spending money to look good
you're
and
more than welcome to
chasing guys. Just get a job. Well, regardless, if Marguerite says I'm doing it wrong, then I'm doing it wrong. I used to think Marguerite was just like me, that she thought finding a wealthy husband was the key to a happy life. I was trying to figure out how she pulled it off, but I was wrong. She actually likes her husband for more than just his money. I completely misunderstood her, and to think I even tried to putting what she taught me into practice. I think you need to find a hobby. Or something.
If you need fresh vegetables and
You really need a hobby.
directly sourced from farmers, look no further than Holden
What to do?
Groceries.
Nothing new in there.
We're so high up.
Oh,
Those guys are so cool.
who are these kids? Oh, is this part of the request? I wonder if it is. Huh. Oh, it's a mini racetrack. Of course they'd be involved in this somehow. Or maybe they just viewers? I can't believe Weston Department Store is holding an event like this. Okay, never mind. They really pulled out all the stops too. I'm so excited. Just try not to cause a scene, all right? Yeah, if I leave the spotlight to the kids, I'll leave it to them for now. And only stopped by because I saw a sign for it. It seems like a lot of fun. And once all the kids get tired out, me and Graham are going to take a turn. Maybe we should be a little less shameless about it, Juniper. Normal RC cars didn't exist back when we were kids. But now there's all kinds of competitions for them. It's been kind of a fascination of ours lately. Don't want to step out on the kids' fun, though. We should probably just watch for now. Orbital radio control, that's so cool. How much do you think these things go for, Graham? Want to split the cost with me? Aren't you broke, Downey? I forgot to talk to you again. Now that I think about it, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Well, I'm sure it'll come back to me later. Look at how smooth they drive. I thought that they were just toys at first, but now I want one. Just you watch. I'm going to save up all my mirror and buy every model. Wow, they're really pumped about these things. Pumped up. I guess these kids must really be into cars, huh? I hope they don't get into racing in the future. Don't want them to be as poor as we are. We're holding an RC car competition today, and it's all thanks to Mr. Ilhan's connections in Basel. Of course, Mr. Wesley helped too. I guess they've been on pretty friendly terms lately.
What would you like? Please stop by again sometime.
All right, let me go double check before we start the side quest. I know I missed you. And you. Okay. But what I wanted to check... Just make sure there were no NPCs on the map. Okay. I'm gonna go grab a drink and then we'll start that side quest. All right. You the Conrad that posted the request. We're from Arkride Solutions. Oh yes, you really do look dependable. It's just as the rumors said. Wait, isn't that guy... I'm assuming you're the one who recommended our services? You're the editor-in-chief at that one gossip brag. We met sometime last year, didn't we? Gotta say, though, you picked an awfully lively place for a meetup this time. I suppose there's a reason for all that? I see you're as quick on the uptake as ever, Arkride. Having a loud crowd surrounding us makes it harder for people to eavesdrop. Anyway, you'll hear out his request, won't you? Sounded like it'll be right up your alley. If I remember correctly, you often act as a go-between for immigrants dealing with special circumstances, right? I'm not so sure about this one, guys. Migrant workers tend to get caught up in a lot of not-so-honest work. They get a bad rap for a reason. Believe me, I understand the reputation they have better than anyone else. But there can be a lot of red tape in their paperwork. If they want to feed their families, most have no choice but to resort to criminal means. People like that are who make up a majority of my client base. Migrants unable to obtain proper work visas. Is this gray or chaos then? It's probably very much gray, like massive gray. In other words, migrants who have no legal right to work in this country. I've seen firsthand the problems immigrants can face. Did I say no, that's right. It's not pleasant. Well, if they're Eastern, you can bet Hayway will take care of them. But I guess the others don't got a lot of options. Exactly, so my job is to introduce those people to someone who can provide them work. Then I get a finder's fee from the employer. And maybe it's not my place to say, but I believe that's a better outcome than them starving in the streets while they wait for their papers. Well, when you put it that way... I understand why you're so apprehensive. I'm sure you know plenty of people like him who use their job to exploit foreigners. It's just, well, Conrad here knows where to draw the line, though I suppose he has sent a few people to handle some seriously dreadful menial labor. But trust me when I say he neither introduces them to illegal work nor takes cuts of their pay. Well, I guess that's as much assurance as we can get. Go ahead and give us the details on. I'm guessing it's got something to do with those missing workers we've been hearing about. Yeah, you see, after contacting me about how the work isn't for them, they'll go missing altogether. It's been a pretty big topic of concern in my line of work, though nobody's been able to make heads or tails of it. Honestly, if this keeps up, I'm worried suspicion will start to fall on both me and my colleagues. Yeah, you're right. You'd be suspect number one in no time. So what, you want us to figure out what's going on so they don't start pinning the disappearances on you guys? If you could, yeah. Does that sound like something you could do? 100% great, knew it. Alright, seems like a pretty cut and dry issue. Plus, we can't exactly say no to a referral from the editor-in-chief. Yeah, I'm also pretty worried about the safety of these workers. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so relieved. I just can't get a good night's sleep knowing that what could be happening to those people. Here I thought you were more worried about saving your own ass. Well, I've been doing this work for a while. You hear some pretty grueling stories about the lives immigrants lead. You'd have to have a heart of stone to not sympathize with them. Well, if that's how you feel, maybe I don't have as many reservations about this job as I thought. I agree. If the lives of those migrant workers truly are in jeopardy, I see no issue in taking on this request. Do you mind going over the details once more? I can't thank you enough. I've been a bit hesitant to consult the police or bracers, so this is a huge weight off my shoulder. I guess she's in casual wear. Right? You don't have your, bracer badge or anything? Oh, wow. Looks like things are finally going your way, Conrad. I'm glad I was here to introduce you all. Anyhow, I'm a busy man, so I'll be heading off now. Feel free to decide what to do amongst yourselves. See ya. That guy's a real piece of work. I'm sure we'll be just fine without him. More importantly, why don't you fill us in on some of the specifics? I heard something about the ones disappearing being migrants from the north of Zemeria. That's right, they're the ones who have gone missing most frequently. Easterners and Central Easterners haven't seemed to be affected at all, however. That's a weird way to word that. Haven't seemed to be affected? Is that correct? Doesn't matter. Huh, even white foreigners come here for work? They do, yes. After all, there's a fair number of undeveloped regions in the north. Along with those from North Ambria, the Republic also receives immigrants from the outlying areas around the Free Cities as well. Yeah, I used to hear all sorts of stories about the tribes living up there. Strange that they've been made a target, though. Alright, I gotta move my mic here. This is not working. Right now, it's covering all of Van's message. Hopefully that doesn't change my volume at all. Sometimes it does, maybe, so I apologize. We're gonna need to do some digging, particularly into the worker's background. I'm glad you share my concern. However, I believe it's best if I leave the rest to you. I'll be in the area for a while, so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. So, what do you want to do first? We don't exactly have much to go on. We need to find people who are familiar with not only migrant workers, but specifically those from North Zemeria. Now that I think about it, I've heard that one subcontracting factory employs loads of them. But we could probably talk to some of their business partners into spilling a few dirty secrets. Exactly. The workers themselves would likely be on guard if we were to ask directly. Investigating their periphery is definitely the better strategy. Alright then, let's hit up Bradley's first. Shit. Given all the parts he has to order, I'm sure he's got some connections with the people in subcontracting. Not only that, but he's the kind to pay attention to small stuff. He might just have some pretty good leads. Who do you think we should ask about the migrants? Gabriella used to work with the Northern Jaegers, right? Maybe she'll know something. Nah, her roots run a little too deep in the underworld. We should try talking to some of the more lawful immigrant populations first. In that case, we should focus on places where people from the north are most likely to gather. Come to think of it, aren't there people who run Old Town's bathhouse from Riverside? Wait, really? Anya? Nice job, Anyas. It's usually pretty easy to miss something right under your nose. Well, it's more of an epiphany than anything. That being said, I think they became naturalized citizens quite a while ago. Do you think they still know what's going on in the migrant community? I think it's worth a shot. After all, northern folk take their saunas pretty seriously. Even if they don't have direct communications and connections anymore, it's likely that Laguna still serves as a central hub. Then I suppose it's settled. We'll be heading to Bradley Maintenance in the Laguna Bathhouse.
Let's get this party started.
Whew, that's a problem though, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so Riverside, huh? Poseidon's a different side quest. So we're going to explore Riverside and ignore the main story event when we're there, after we finish the side quest.
Let's be on our way.
It's kind of lonely without the two of them.
Even though they weren't here for long, we had really gotten used to having them around. It'll be all right. As long as we're looking for the Garden Master, we'll run into them eventually.
Yeah, but right now, we just need to hit up all the places we can think of.
Very, very slowly.
Let me ask you something.
You want to know about immigrants from North Zemeria? You're right, we do see our fair share around here. Our family's from Remiferia, but we share our culture with people all over the north. In particular, we get lots of Northumbrian migrants who like to stop by. They usually come in and talk to my grandpa and grandma and grandpa about all their problems. I think maybe it's the workers complaining about their day. Bingo. Still, picking up on stuff like that is pretty impressive. Tell me, have you heard anything strange lately about those workers you mentioned? Well, I guess it's not really new, but there's been some talk about them being dissatisfied with the way they're being treated. Dissatisfied with the way they're being treated? Are they being discriminated against? I think it's a little different. I mean, even though they're immigrants, they still look pretty much like everyone else in Calvard, right? Compared to other immigrants, the ones from up north don't really stand out that much. And that's true. Even immigrant advocate movements tend to focus on those from the east or central east. I'm sure it's because physiological differences are more easily identifiable. But if that idea starts making the rounds, it's not hard to imagine why northern migrants would be treated less favorably. It's hard to garner sympathy for them when they look just like the majority of Calvard's population. So, they feel like they're being left out, is that it? Even though they're dealing with similar problems, it's harder for them to gain the same amount of sympathy. I can see how that might make you feel a bit trapped. Wouldn't be surprised if someone was able to use that to their advantage. Yeah, but I haven't heard a thing about anyone being swindled. She got to you already, huh? I might just have some useful gossip for you all. She got to you already, huh? What do you mean by that? You've heard something? You better not be pulling their tail. Well, it's only something that came down the grapevine. There's been talk of someone who can pull foreign workers from the mire of their jobs. Interesting. Can you tell us more? You see, I've been looking into investment trends for social welfare services recently. While I was doing some research, I heard something about a non-profit organization that struck me as a tad peculiar. An NPO? Yes, it was only recently created too. They say they're a group that provides employment support to immigrant groups. It appears they've been luring in migrants who already have jobs with promises of both better pay and working conditions. All it takes is one question. Are you really happy where you're at now? Right now? No. But they're asking them to quit. I don't think many people would have a good answer to that. Would you? I mean, as far as my free time, I would say yes to this, but I've never had a job where I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. No, never been. And I'm illegal or not, like, most people aren't happy. Sounds like they must be pretty convincing. I've never heard of an NPO asking people to quit their jobs, though. They don't seem to be finding new jobs for the ones that quit either. Well, that's... in my opinion, it's all rather irresponsible of them. The least they could do is help them get back on their feet. So just walking up to people like, are you really happy with your job? You should quit. And then they just quit. They don't find them, they don't help them at all. I agree. No matter how preposterous the Republic is now, there's no guarantee that they'll be able to find another stable income so easily. Especially for those who don't have a valid work visa. It sounds like they're just increasing the number of unemployed immigrants. Why would they do that? They can't be profiting from it somehow, right? I don't know. Jacobin's involved, though, somehow. It might be too late to ask this now, but what is an NPO? I've heard of an NGO before. Of course, to give a simple explanation, NGO stands for non-governmental organization. On the other hand, NPO stands for non-profit organization. Both are independent from their nations and are operating to better social welfare. In general, the ones that are restricted to specific fields and act on a local level are NPOs. Those who act on an international level and cover multiple pursuits are referred to as NGOs. Thank you. I actually had no idea. That was very helpful. I see. I think I get it now. But if that's true, then NPO isn't making anything better at all. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to do some more research into this organization. Thanks for all your help, guys. You're welcome. I hope you figure it out. Come on, there's no need for thanks. Just join me for our next game of Mahjong and I'll consider it even. Whew. Oh, right. Forgot about that. All right, and then we're going to go here, but we're going to skip everything and go right to Brad.
Let's head over.
And now for the latest news.
Let me ask you something.
What's he doing here? That later. So you want to know about the people my suppliers employ, huh? Well, I gotta imagine they use their fair share of migrant workers. Don't they ever talk to you about them? Figured you'd want to know more. You would have known more. I mean, they don't exactly fill me in on all the details, but I guess I have been hearing some strange things about them lately. Things that have got even me concerned. Don't know if it's what you're looking for, but I can share it with you if you'd like. That would be very helpful, Mr. Bradley. Did something happen? Right, well, where should I start? Apparently a bunch of migrant workers at one of the factories just up and quit recently. All over a few days, too. I thought it was some sort of strike at first, but it doesn't seem like that was the case. There's been no contact from the workers since. Okay. That is certainly worrisome. Were there any warning signs? From what I heard, management had no idea any of it would happen until it went down. All went down. The ones who left were known to be pretty serious workers, too. None of them showed any dissatisfaction with their jobs at all. So not the same people that were convinced before to quit. But regardless, they all got up around the same time and called it quits. I think they said something about the likes of, this job doesn't suit me or I deserve better. It's pretty strange they all gave the same reasons for leaving. Not to mention how these were the last people you'd expect it from. Sounds like this was instigated by someone. Any word about possible third parties? Well, I wouldn't say I'm that informed, but I heard a little something about those workers being seen talking to someone on the outside. I see. Whoever that someone is must have had quite the influence on them. Jacobin. But quitting so suddenly, what were they planning to do after they left? The factory was worried about the same thing. They even asked them if they had any other jobs lined up. I guess the workers seemed pretty confident that things would work out. Maybe the person they were confiding in gave them some sort of grand opportunity? I wonder, do you think it could be someone related to that NPO from before? Yeah, it sounds pretty likely. Well, anyway, that's about all I know at the moment. I should mention, though, everything I heard was just complaints from my suppliers. No worries, you've been a great help. Yeah, you've really given us a lot to think on. Okay, so we got a lot more info than we thought we would. Why don't we find a place to sort it all out? Back to Station Street. That way we can update Conrad as well. And with all the people in the area, it's possible we'll be able to pick up extra info along the way. I think it might be a good time to inform the guild of any developments. Right, let's get going then. Oh, we didn't... Okay. Alright, as it stands now, I think we have a pretty basic idea of what went down. I'm a bit hazy on a few details, though. Let's just start putting everything in order. The base assumption is that the ones going missing are primarily those from north of Zemeria. They're also all migrants that don't have work visas. They quit their jobs all within the same time frame, but vanished immediately after. And the ones who told them to quit was from an NPO. But the question is why? What could they possibly stand to gain from getting migrants to quit? It's also worrying that those who left seem to have cut off all communications. We definitely still have a lot of questions about the whole thing. If only we had something more conclusive. Why don't we just go to the source of the problem then? Let's find this NPO person and make them tell us what's going on. Problem with that is we don't actually know which NPO they're part of. Huck didn't really give us any solid info. Oh, Agnes, is this the part-time job you were talking about? Oh. Oh, and Miss Toa. Other than Agnes and Elaine, I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting you all. I'm Toa Herschel, one of the temporary teachers at Aramis. I also work to assist ICO, the International Cooperative Organization. It's nice to meet you. What convenient timing. Are you Agnes' teacher? Toa Herschel is also the chief instructor at a branch campus of Thor's Military Academy. I've heard she's quite the central figure there. Not only did she manage to engage its current students, but its alumni as well. Well, I don't think I'm worth that much fanfare. On the other hand, I've heard more than my fair share of stories about Mr. Arkride. I must admit, I've been looking forward to making your acquaintance. Just as much of an honor to meet the rumored genius of Thor's. I'm told you got your hands full. Oh, wait, you got your hands in all sorts of places. Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to work together sometime. Yeah, I'm sure we will. You know, actually, there are a few things we're struggling with to understand at the moment. Think you could lend us a hand? Ms. Toa is associated with an NGO. Do you happen to know anything about NPOs currently operating in the Republic? What? Are you having a problem with one of them? Please, tell me everything you know. The group began to apprise her on the details of their current job and what they learned. However, her response was outside their expectations. I had no idea this was something you were investigating. Oh. The NGO I'm currently associated with does its work to support area-level NPOs. The one I'm looking into at the moment hasn't been as forthcoming about the results of their activities, and naturally there's been a bit of suspicion. Given the timing, I can't deny the possibility that it might just be connected to the one you've all heard about. Also, I believe their stated intentions are to aid the employment of foreigners with special circumstances. Well, I can't say for sure that they're the same organization, but it seems like our most likely lead at the moment. I agree, but would you mind allowing me to accompany you in your investigations? This could be exactly what I need for a breakthrough in my case. I won't hesitate to give you my full cooperation. And even if it isn't, it's still related to an issue with an NPO. It's my duty to follow up on it. You mean you'll help us? That'd be great. Yeah, we would have been satisfied with a few useful tidbits, but having you with us will be way more efficient. Even if I do end up owing you one. I look forward to working with you. Yes, I think our odds will be much better with her along. Well, now that we've welcomed you aboard, do you think you could share any info on any more of your recent findings? Maybe it'll help us figure out our next steps. Actually, I do have something. I have a friend who's been looking into this group as well. I've been waiting for them to contact me with whatever they found. And speak of the devil. Hello, and sorry about all the extra tasks. Did you find anything useful? This friend of hers, I get the feeling they're not a member of the ICO. Outside the NGO, her friends would be... Never mind, no sense in worrying about it right now. Actually, I found another group that was looking into a suspicious NPO. It seems to be for a separate incident, however. I'm assuming it's Angela, but it could be looking into a group. It depends if they're hands-on right now. Like, if they're, like, out on the field, then it would be someone like Angela. I don't think it'd be Crow. Crow is exploring right now. George could be looking into them online? I don't know. From what I heard, I'm pretty sure the MPO we're each looking into is one and the same. Anyway, you said there was some movement over in the central market? Oh, god damn it. I'll head over now to check it out. Sorry to keep you waiting. They managed to find something after all. And as I mentioned, we're almost confident that the NPO I've been looking into and the one from your case are the same organization. Their official name is the Association for Better Migrant Working Conditions. The ABMWC? And to think they're not only misappropriating funds, but also maybe involved in the disappearance of migrant workers, I can't believe it. Miss Toa. Regardless, it looks like we know what we need to do. Said something about there being a movement over in the central market, right? Then we should hurry. If we're quick enough, we might be able to catch them in the act. Following that, they made their way to the central market. Hold up. I just realized... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Do we have, like, 8 girls in our party, 2 guys, and an angel? 9, including Toa. Oh, my... Okay. I'm not going to be able to read correctly for the next 2 episodes. All right, I'm just going to be very me reading for a while eventually here. Do you think that's the person we're looking for? Let's catch him before he loses trail. Fairy can play good cop, and I'll play bad cop. No, we can't. He might just be an innocent bystander. Yeah, if we approach the wrong person, it could alert the guy we're actually after. We're running out of time, though. As soon as we get some confirmation, we'll make a move. Oh. Okay, good. I thought I had to do a follow thing. I see. That person just now said he was from the association for that place. Yeah, I'm not from Calvard, so he was asking if I was unhappy with my job. He said that in order to find more quality work, I should quit as soon as I can so that I could talk about other opportunities. If I'm being honest, though, I'm much more interested in having a stable income. I turned him down. Van. Nah, he's got to be our guy. The name, his methods, there's no room for doubt. Can't have gone far. Let's follow him. Yeah, we need to put a stop to this. That's not Jacobin. This street doesn't seem to be as crowded as the others. Do you think he's going to meet someone? This might be our chance to find out who's behind all this. Let's try and keep out of sight. No, don't do this. No, don't. Well, okay. Gotcha. Yup. It's fine. Oh no, I'm losing him. He's still in my camera line of sight, though. That's the weird part. Like, how am I losing him? And I can't move right now. Like, I can't. If I move, then I'm found. But the second he turns the corner, okay, now I'm losing him. But then if I run over here, now found is going up a lot. This system is just not ideal. This is not a good system. What they need to do is, shit, almost failed there. Just give him a cone. On the mini-map, a cone line of sight, and then if you're in the cone, you fail. Don't be in the cone. This is a lot of, like, awkward management. It's like I have to keep moving, but this meter just keeps... Like, realistically, to not fill that meter, I need to be back here. Then I could walk freely. But then I'm losing him, no matter what. Like, he's not in the line of sight. Look at that circle on the map. All right, see, I'm gonna lose him now. I have to enter the circle to not lose him. I don't know. Personally, this mini game, I don't know about mini game. Yeah, mini game, technically. This mini game is my least favorite by far in the game. It's just done wrong. I believe that gate leads to the old sewer system. I just hope that if they bring it back, they play through the Yakuza games and then just do that. I doubt they have a copyright on it. just do the Yakuza thing. All that sneaking must mean they've got a secret meeting going on. Well, it's definitely not the kind of place the employee of an NPO would drop by. The alley's pretty narrow. If we all tried to cram ourselves in there, we'd be caught in no time. Mind giving us a hand, Gatra? Oh, I see. Sure. Fio would have no issue getting in. They'll be able to survey the scene for us. Fio, don't let them see you, but transmit everything in your surroundings, okay? Understood. Purifying target in stealth mode. Pursuing. Sending visuals and sound to Katra's Zypha. And how was today's harvest? Not as good as we'd hoped. They seem pretty content with where they're at. They were. I'm planning to go back to the construction areas of the suburbs. I had better luck over there. Well, I guess we do already have enough for the first camp. We shouldn't get too greedy. First camp? Anyway, the delivery is right after this. You'll be there, right? Yeah. After all the trouble I went through, I'll be sure to see him off. Besides, I wanted to ask the people up top who the client was. It's probably better if you keep your questions to yourself. Anyway, I'm heading down to the subway to find some runaways that fit the bill. Well, if something comes up, just give me a holler. Did I hear that right? Yeah, it seems to be more dangerous than we thought. We absolutely cannot allow them to get away with this. And all under the guise of trying to help. It's just too cruel. We have to do something. The target is leaving. Don't do this. Sounds like he's headed to their gathering place. All right, let's keep after him. You should hurry. Don't do this. No! Once again, follow him. If you get too close, you just gave me this tutorial. You know, I think I'm allowed to complain once in a while about something I dislike in a game, right? I feel like I don't complain enough sometimes. I'm just like, all right, I'm like a dog sometimes when it comes to games where I'm like, I'll take it. But in this case, I feel like a cat. I'm like, I'm gonna be picky about this. The funny thing is, I've never really failed it. It's not hard. It's just wrong. It doesn't feel right. I just feel like with the tools that they have, couldn't they have done this better? It's not like it's definitely not a hardware limitation or like a lack of big team, you know, a AAA thing where you know how to do a follow mission or program it. I just don't know if they tested this. Did they test it at all? They're like, this is certainly fun. This is worth adding. Okay, my real question is, does anyone actually find this fun? This version of the tailing mechanic? Anyone? If you do, just explain why. I'm just curious about what's fun about it for you. Oh, you're not done. Or are you? You are done? Okay. We followed it. Oh, okay. He's using a car. Looks like he's headed to the suburbs. I was able to take down his license plate number. Okay, if we didn't get that would have been a problem. However, even if we manage to find a car, it's unlikely we'll be able to catch up to him. Maybe my friends will know his destination. Can I have a minute? Friends? Plural? Hey, you mentioned something about movement in the suburbs earlier. A bus that was transporting people. That has to be them. You saw it somewhere along Highway 8. Highway 8, that man was headed in the same direction. And that's our next stop. Sorry that this was so sudden, but I appreciate the info. We'll look into it on our end. Don't worry about the rest. Oh, now there's a voice. Good luck. Give us a call if you need anything else. That's not Angela. Angela, she would be like smooches. That's George, if anything. All right, looks like we've managed to figure it out. Didn't think we'd end up relying on your friends again so soon. Let's go see what these criminals have got cooking. We'll put a stop to whatever they're planning. Where are we going? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, where is Highway 8? This isn't what we agreed to. You said you'd get better jobs for us. Where are you even taking us to? As I said, I'm taking you to your new employer. It's just as we agreed. Besides, it's not like you were able to find anything better in the meantime, were you? Damn you, I should never have listened to your crap. Ugh. You have no right to refuse. You're coming with us, whether you like it or not. You're all living outside the law, don't you see? Just stay quiet and do as you're told. So you've finally decided to show your true colors. Sorry, but the Dolor family won't be getting away with this one. Damn it. Really wanted it to be Jacobin. How dare you take advantage of these people? We're putting an end to this. Oh, you target people looking for help just to do something like this. And just so you know, we've been recording this entire time. I'm sure there's enough for a quick conviction, too. Thanks for scouting ahead, Fio. How did you find us? Arkride Solutions. Ain't you the ones who landed us in hot water last year? Glad we left, to hear we left such a good impression on you folks. And I don't gotta explain what we do with scum like you now, do I? Because we don't exactly bring out the tea and cookies. You're the recruiter from the Dolar family, right? Pretty bold of you to setting foot in the trade even the Lai family won't touch. You assholes must be so proud. All slave traders are the same. The only way to deal with them is to beat them senseless. Proceeding with area lockdown. All bystanders, please retreat to a safe distance. Don't worry about the people on the bus. I'll make sure no one gets past them. You think you can look down on us? You're not going anywhere. I'll make you regret sticking your nose where it don't belong. Maybe if you get on your knees and beg, we'll consider going easy on you. Not happening.
See what you're made of.
Oh, I don't have S boost. Damn.
I won't make this easy.
You're up. I've got this. Got it.
Let's see this move.
Capra!
Wings. Drive them out.
Great. I missed. It was probably a great move. Do you have an impede? No.
Get ready.
There we go.
Light! Cut the dark!
Ooh, they're all sealed. God, I wish I had S-Boost. They'd be dead right away. Look at them all lined up. Alright. Flaming prayer.
I'll take you on. Shining flowers. Give us your blessings. Thank you. Fairy.
Ooh, they're all burning too.
Gauge limit broken.
You gonna die to your burn? No, it's not doing it.
Shield.
1,000 damage, but
We'll win.
it's fine. If I could just get 2. I'm fairly close. Alright, I'm gonna do silver nonsense again.
We'll win. Once.
Alright, they're dead.
Lift gauge enhanced.
No way.
I took an extra
I
like
think I've grown a little.
3 minutes because I didn't go to the bathhouse first. How dare I? And if you're looking for someone to blame, take it up with your leaders. All right, so let's get them tied up. Damn it, and they've ruined everything. Well, if I can't win, I'll make sure they lose. Think again. Ugh, how did you... Let's just say I have a lot of experience under my belt. That doesn't explain... Besides, there's no way I was about to let you go after all the harm you caused. What, you really thought we forgot about you? You must be the king of wishful thinking. Just, yeah, no dice, man. You got a hell of a lot to answer for. And you better not skimp out on any details either. Fine, I surrender. After that, the man pretending to be part of the MPO was thoroughly interrogated. The Dolor family's foray into the slave trade was indeed a decision agreed upon by the higher-ups. However, the shell company that was used as a front for the MPO was originally meant to receive illegal grant money. As for the reason they seemed to be targeting people from the north, the culprit had no idea. It was deemed to be knowledge above his pay grade. Thanks for handing him over to us. We've had our eye on the Dolor family's activities for quite a while now. I'm glad we could at least put one of their schemes to bed. I don't think we've had you around that much. Anyway, is it really okay for us to speak to the victims right now? Don't get me wrong, I was only giving you a few minutes. I'm only. And even if you do have connections to Kincaid, just try and stay out of trouble from now on, alright? Okay. I'll try to keep my head down. Excuse me, Agent Hubert. Yeah, we were able to apprehend all of the Mafia's collaborators. Still need to confirm with the 2nd External Affairs Division if it's related to the prior incident. From what we learned so far, it seems that their client... Yeah, give me the demographics of the victims. I've no doubt that it's related. We'll have to do the investigations into their backgrounds. Something wrong, Agent Hubert. Which one was Agent Hubert? Do we know him? Nothing for you to worry about. Anyway, I'll handle the follow-up. The Integrated Analysis Division should come to a decision once they receive all remaining details. We'll talk more then. Well, as it stands, it sounds like we'll be formally taking charge of this investigation. We've appreciated your concern thus far, but seriously, keep your hands to yourselves from now on, okay? Yeah, no need to tell me twice. Well, I suppose since we found all the missing immigrants, we can consider this job a case closed. Yes, I agree. However, I'm a bit worried that we're unaware as to why they were targeting migrants from the north of Zemuria. Their client was in need of people that within that demographic. As for what reason, I really don't know. Yeah, it didn't really seem like the guy was lying about that part either. Come to think of it, that guy from the CID said they were still worried about that particular client of the Dolor families. Demand for people from the poorest walks of life. It's not hard to imagine what they plan to do with them. Yes, but we don't have any proof, or have proof of any further intentions they may have. We'd have to do a more thorough investigation. Well, I can wait for now. I think we should worry about getting these people back at home first. After taking a quick count of the people on the bus, Van and the others escorted him back to the capital. Upon arrival, the group went back to report to Conrad on the outcome of the job. So at the end of the day, it was the Dolor family behind it all. We're not completely sure why they had such specific targets, but we did manage to bring everyone back safe. Lee. Thank goodness. I'm glad I asked for your help after all. I must say, I'm surprised this was a scheme by the mafia, though. How could they be so cruel? I'm worried the victims will have a hard time recovering from the trauma. Yes, that is a valid concern. As immigrants without valid work visas, they have very little protection under the law. They were manipulated out of their chance for stability. Even if they were to report the damages to the police, they might just end up being arrested and deported. The guild should have no issue with taking them in as a form of humanitarian sanctuary. But I suppose, considering their unlawful status, there would be a limit to how much they could do if the officials were to intervene. You'd probably have to dismantle all the laws from the past century to get anything done. Man, this sucks. How do you want to deal with this, Chief? Well... Wait, I can go back to this. There's a limit to how much they could do. Conrad couldn't really... I don't feel like... I kind of want Conrad. Well, obviously it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect, like, the rank at the end or anything, but it is... I feel like Conrad's probably going to give me... maybe Chaos? I don't know why it would be Chaos. It's probably just more gray. The other one's Law. I actually need Law. I need a lot of Law, don't I? Ah, screw it. I think it'd be best for the guild to oversee them for now. Thankfully, they're right around the corner. That wouldn't be a problem, right? No, of course not. As I mentioned, however, there will be limits to what we can do. I'm also unsure if finding new jobs is something we can do for them. Does that still sound alright, Van? Yeah, it should be fine. I got a feeling our new partner here will be able to help us out anyway. Yeah, you did include Toa in this. You should be able to figure something out as long as the guild cooperates with your NGO, right? Actually, yes. The ICO has plenty of experience with employment assistance. They're also pretty used to working in gray areas. How convenient. We should be able to assist in negotiations with the immigration office as well. I see, using both the guild, who excel at providing protection, and the ICO, who are adept at dealing with bureaucratic measures. The migrants are in good hands. Well, I'm certainly not opposed to a partnership. How about you, Toa? No, I'd be honored to team up. The ICO is rather busy at the moment, but I'll find a way to make it work. It's decided then. I'll leave the rest up to you, too. Anyway, thank you for all your help. The workers were saved, and I don't have to keep looking over my shoulder. I'll deposit the money into your account as soon as I can. Works for me. You ever need any help, let us know. I'll have to make sure to give my thanks to Cunning again, too. Well, I guess I'll be heading off. I need to gather the crew and discuss our steps going forward. I think it's about time I'm on my way as well. I'm sure we'll have plenty to discuss at the next ICO meeting. We'll probably have to do a bunch of research too. Thank you so much for your help, Miss Toa. We wouldn't have been able to solve this case without you. Yeah, I'd heard you were good, but you really pulled out all the stops. I might even come to you for help on our future jobs. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. Farewell, Agnes. Good luck with everything. We're done here, right? This whole thing left a pretty bad taste in my mouth. There's a few things I'm still worried about personally, but we can at least rest assured that the victims will be taken care of. I think we can go ahead and call this a case closed. We should keep this whole situation in mind for the future, though. Yeah, if those villains ever show their face again, I'll tear them a new one. I'm sure the guild will have to raise their alerts after hearing about all this. If this is just a hint of what's going on in the underground, we might want to deal with the situation before it devolves even further. I'm worried that something like this will happen again. Van and Toa seem to have their suspicions of who the mastermind is, though. I don't. I've been spacing out during this quest because I don't find it very interesting. What the CID said about certain demographics being targeted, maybe. I'd have to actually sit and think about this for more than 2 seconds. Oh, or Toa might just tell me. All right, tell me what you've learned in our main investigation. Young man's voice. Still haven't found any details about the plan. However, it doesn't seem like there's a chance they mean to take action soon. I assume that's why the CID has been on the defense against the second generation recently. So that's how they're connected. I'll continue the investigation on my end. Depending on what it entails, I may have to get help from Angie or George. And the incident that Reen was worried about could also be part of this? What was Reen worried about that would be related to this? Isn't he just worried about finding his master? Regardless, the ball's in our court now. We need to find out exactly what's going on. As those who dealt with the shadows of the Empire, you might even say it's our duty. So this is Crow. Maybe. Actually, this could just be a random friend of Toa's. But Crow's the only one she didn't mention. I don't know. As one who dealt with the shadows in the Empire, I mean, that sounds like Crow. Right, this isn't about the Republic or the Empire, it's about the future. Let's give it our best going forward, Crow. Okay. So Crow's working with Toa.
Reward deposited.
Which means... Ooh. Good, I got extra law there. Can Crow be in the next game? I know the next game isn't focused on, like, Van or anything. It's the end of everything, so, like, Reen... Well, actually, Van is, like, front and center on the cover. All I've seen is the cover. I refuse to watch any trailers or anything, obviously. But there was Reen and Kevin, of all people, who's literally been turned into just a photo in every single game. They're like, oh yeah, Kevin was here too, and then they'll just show a picture of him. That's all they ever do for Kevin. But Kevin's gonna be in the next one? That means I have to replay the third, because I don't really remember him that much. So you're leaving them to the guild and an NGO. I'm sure they'll be in good hands. I just need to make sure this doesn't happen again. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that was supposed to be it's probably an interesting quest for some people, but there's just a lot of extra talk in there about like political nonsense involved in the quest that just kind of turned me off to it. I was just like, okay, let's go. Let's get it over with. I don't need to... The amount of times I have to say NGO, NPO, and ICO just slowly turns into, okay, we're just discussing their policies and what they can do for their country and their people, and I start to space out a little bit. I'm gonna grab another drink, though. All right. So, before we end... let's clear out Riverside here so that we at least have that done as well. That side quest took a lot longer than I thought it was going to.
I guess we're off.
I was hoping to get 2 more districts done, but that'll just have to wait. Hopefully the other side quest isn't super long. One of them is just kill monsters, so that one shouldn't take too long. And we can't go in here.
I can catch a big one here.
Yeah, but is it new?
I'll give this a try.
No. What are you?
Seems
I'll
like a
give this a
good
try.
fishing spot.
No. Okay. Oh. There we go. It's been a while, Nadia. I heard you're doing pretty well as a chansonnier. Was there something you wanted to talk about? You know, I saw you performing your little idol act with Lulua a few days ago. And can I just say, what a mess. First of all, you need to do something about your audience turnout. I mean, did you even advertise that it was a free concert? And plus, whatever happened to hiring a cameraman? Everybody knows uploading pictures to the Orpalnet is the fastest way to gain popularity. You know, I kind of thought you were just here to lecture me, but you sound more worried than anything. Of course I'm worried. I may have left the idol world, but that doesn't mean I no longer have pride in the work. That's why I had a few arrangements made. Meet your new manager, with you. Well, not that you had one in the first place. What? How could you be their manager? What? Wait a sec. Natalie, does that mean you... I promise I didn't quit being a chansonnier, so calm down. I just have to show results with both jobs now. So make sure you work extra hard for me, Sayla. Natalie, thank you. I'll do my best. Well, that's not what I was expecting. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting that. This might actually be a good chance for us. We won't have to work part-time jobs anymore. I should start planning our next performance. You know, up until last year, I was actually in an idol unit with Sayla. We couldn't figure out how to sell, though, so we ended up disbanding. But we can't just ignore potential. They made me see that. And I just need to be what I never had, to support her from the rear. Wait, I just need to be what I never had? Support? Okay. But you guys were together, though, in an idol group. She wasn't supporting you? You had each other.
Come on in and eat your fill.
Seems like a good fishing spot.
I don't remember why they actually split up. That was like the first, day one dialogue. I'm telling you, we should have prioritized a more comfy, brothy type of taco. What? Brothy? It would have really brought out that seasonal feeling. You know how Oden's pretty standard fare for Eastern winters? Maybe we could do something like that. We can't put broth in our tacos, Primo. It wouldn't be a taco anymore. Well, instead of making it warm and cozy, why don't we make it spicy? And if we really turn up the heat, we could add it to our menu full time. Since it's almost summer, too, we could even put in some seasonal vegetables. She's so passionate about it all. Maybe a little too passionate. Wait, is he going along with this? If we really try to go for luxury food here, then spices might just be the way to go. But fusion foods all the rage nowadays. Oh, I know. Why don't we just mix the two? I just wish it was something a little less strange. I shouldn't be willing to compromise on taste for this. Well, no matter how strange the combination, I will make it into a good taco. You can count on it.
My stuff can't be beat.
Ultra spicy Mapo. Okay.
I'll be waiting for you.
Those are some weird tacos.
Thanks for that. Ugh, I'm full.
Defense plus 12. Good to see you again, Van. Van's not here. This is Elaine. Hey, you know, after Shannon uploaded that rare fish she caught it to our social media, our follower count practically skyrocketed. We got loads of comments on the pictures, too. I mean, we're even mutuals with some of the Empire's Imperial Fishing Club now. It's almost like we're famous. Today, the Imperial Fishing Club, huh? Yeah, they're so popular, even the people in the mainstream know their name. Anyway, I guess we're just going to have to keep uploading pictures of all our latest catches from now on. We usually type up little fishing diaries to go along with them. People seem pretty interested in that part. Maybe our next post should talk about Shannon almost losing her lunch yesterday. Hey, come on, don't share that. Oh, and before I forget, here's some more supplies, as usual. Just basic bait? I know you guys tend to be pretty busy, but maybe you'll get a chance for an angling break sometime soon. Thanks, we'll put it to good use. Nemeth Island was pretty crazy, huh? It wasn't all bad, though. I mean, we made so many nice memories. I caught loads of rare fish. I bet our followers are gonna go wild when I post these photos. Some stuff about what happened on Nemeth Island was on the news recently, but we decided that it's best we don't talk about it on social media. Alright, then we stay away from Bermati. Except I go a little bit close there. The only
Seems
reason...
like a good fishing spot.
The only reason I ever avoid the main story here is because I know some people are like, alright, this is clearly a Sidequest episode. Skip, and then you could go right to, I'm doing all the main story back to back. But sometimes it's really hard because I'm like right there and I'm like, okay, but I could just go in there quick and see there are two more.
There appear to be fish here.
It's a decision. It's a hard decision. Hey, it's Fairy. You're back. It's nice to see you again, Lolo. You're Earl. They're jogging together. Are you two doing okay? Yeah, of course we are. Of course. We were just heading out to play. Should we climb a tree or swim in the water? Oh, fishing might be fun too. I see you two are as energetic as ever. Make sure you're staying safe, all right? Fairy's always got work to do, don't you think? It's like she's grown up already? How cool. Oh, I've got it. Why don't we play grown-ups today? Wait, where did Rooney go? Oh, wait, I was trying to talk. Huh. Running feels pretty good, actually. It only started because Selma seemed so happy doing it, and honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. Well, maybe it's just because I'm running with a friend. Guys, how long is this gonna take? I didn't think Lodi would have that much endurance. I guess boys really are stronger. And I thought I was finally in good shape, too. I can't lose now. I don't want to be left behind. Selma, run with me. You will realize that your statement makes no sense. I'd go from, like, where they're standing. I could probably run to that car before I start getting, like, out of breath. Yeah, that's how bad my lungs are. I usually just climbing trees, but playing grown-ups sounds fun, too. All right, I'll be celery man. A celery man. Salary? No, celery for sure. Okay, nothing new. Uh-oh. And that's a wonderful plan, Rooney. Well, Well, it's really no big deal. I just want to make a place for us kids after all. Where we can study, read picture books, or even play games. If you'd like any help setting that up, please let me know, and feel free to use the classroom as well. You know, come to think of it, I heard the chapel in Old Town's been doing something similar. I'll go and ask them if they have any ideas. Great, thank you so much. Huh? Is that... Oh, Fairy, it's been so long. Did you only just get back? No, sorry. Things have been a little hectic lately. Well, no worries. It's a pleasure to simply see your smiling face again. Yeah, you gotta tell us all about your village when you get the chance. I've been talking to Mother Kyra about how to get some of the kids more interested in their schoolwork. I actually had an idea to set up a little tutoring workshop that all the kids could participate in. She gave me the go-ahead for it too. I just need to work out the details. Rooney's mentioned that he'd like to have a discussion with the other kids soon. I don't think I've ever seen a child so kind and ambitious. Well, I'll try to help in whatever way I can. They do struggle to actually pay attention to the actual studying, so Rooney does seem like he would be good to figure out a way to get him to do that. For something like that to happen again, it seems things have only gotten worse lately. No, my apologies. I suppose I was a bit lost in thought for a moment. Please, it's nothing to worry yourself over. Sounds like something's troubling him. Don't think he's all that eager to talk about it, though. Let's just keep it in mind for later. We'll be back for some side quests, then. I've hoped for many years that we can achieve peace through mutual understanding of one another's culture. I am fully aware that this is not a feat that could be achieved overnight. However, we mustn't allow that to stop us. If we only take it one day at a time, one person at a time. Oop. Alright, I think we're done in here. Don't see anyone else outside. What do you guys want? I'm just here for some personal business. I used to be able to get parts directly from the Etoile's factory, but now... Well, I guess his shop isn't so bad either. I have more options this way, too. Okay. Seems like he's changed since we last met. Doesn't seem like he'll be getting over his car anytime soon, though. Well, I'll make sure to put some real elbow grease in.
Can I help you?
Oh, speaking of that.
Come again.
Should probably do that quick as well. I got a few gifts, apparently. I haven't even looked at it yet. I just know that we got gifts from doing this. I got like, I don't even know how many. A lot. To do. What? Gives connection points. Okay, these don't even say may make for a good gift. It just says gives connection points. Mysterious card capable of deepening bonds. Well, I have two for each person. How much do these give?
Gotta treat myself every now and then.
20. Oh, okay.
Gotta treat myself every now and then.
Considering...
I'll treasure it. I'll treasure it. Thanks.
This isn't too bad.
Thank you very much. I'll take very good care of it.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thanks.
And,
Don't mind if I do.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
My
This-
boy. How thoughtful.
Wait, can I go faster if I...
Whoa. You sure?
Well,
No.
you
I'll gladly
insist.
take that off your hands. You have my thanks.
Well, aren't you considerate?
Well, that was pointless.
Here I thought you had poor taste.
You guys are already maxed.
Wow.
Mario?
Thank you so much.
Oh, level 3. Tartan handkerchief? What?
What? You expecting thanks?
Whew, okay. We got a lot of those from that thing. I got those very early on, and I stopped receiving them, so I think you can only get 2 per character, but maybe we can get more later after the next floor or something. Either way, damn. It was a welcome amount of free points. All right, it seems like I'm done in Riverside outside of the main story, so we're going to... yeah, next episode I'm going to start with Tyrell District, and then we're going to check out the Sidon District and pick up the side quest. And it might be the same situation as this episode. And it might just be these 2 districts do the side quest, but I'd like to get Blacklight District done as well. And then we'll run over and kill the boss with the 7th garden floor as well, and then do all the story. That'll probably be 2 episodes from now, but I'm assuming we can do the garden, this boss, and story together. No, I have to look through these districts. Oh. Right. Right, I forgot I still have to look through. Man, we're going to be here for a while. I mean, it's not a problem, but... Alright, so I'm going to end this here. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.